Good day, everyone, and welcome to today's market technical breakdown. My name is Anthony Phillips Njoko, the founder of 10x Digital, where everyone who has a knowledge gap in digital trading can get the right knowledge, get the right guidance, and also get the right tools to enable them to trade the financial market successfully. So today we'll be going over the market technical pairs for the time period of 15th December to 19th December. And this is more like the last trading week of the year, because after this trading week, the Forex market loses its volume, its liquidity. A lot of traders will be pulling out this week because of the holidays next week. And then the market is going to resume session for the year 2026 on the second week of 2026. So it was advised that you start up trading the market on the third week, or even leave out the whole month of January and start on February. But for some professional traders, they can start up on the third week of January. So with that in mind now, we'll have to dive into the market technical breakdown. And the market we'll be looking out for is Euro USD, GP USD, GP JPY, XA USD, also known as gold, BTC USDT, Ethereum USDT, and Solana USDT. If this is your first time, you're welcome. Smash the like button, subscribe, and drop below your comments. And if this is not your first time, stay to the end and you'll be getting a lot of value. So this was our forecast for Euro USD for last week. This was our forecast for Euro USD for last week. The market was at this point, and we said that we expect the market to have a little pullback. Okay, on Monday, so we wanted the market to pull back and shoot to the upside towards the supply zone we have. Okay, so that's what we expect the market to do to the new high, this push down shot, and that's exactly what the market has done. The market has successfully pushed down on Tuesday, and from Tuesday rallying to the upside, started rallying to the upside. So that's a very good sign that our forecast for the week is on point. Our forecast for last point. So with that in mind now, I want to update us for this week. So this week is, we'll start with the weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame, we'll mark at the previous high and previous week low. This is the previous week high, and this is the previous week low. Okay, that's just what we do on the weekly time frame. And then on the daily time frame, go down to the daily time frame. And on the daily time frame, what can you see? We can see that this market had, which is more of a bullish trend, impulse correction, impulse correction, impulse respect. Okay, minimum, yeah, under what? Impulse. The market moves in waves, it doesn't move, and see the market has been creating what? Buy side liquidity. Okay, buy side liquidity. That sign of what? Uptrend. So the trend is your friend. Never go against the trend most times, but in some situations you can spot out opportunities to get in on a corrective structure. Since this is more like the last week, trading week, you can spot out corrective structures or continuation structures for the Euro USD trade. You understand? So with this in mind now, let's dive down to the 4 hours time frame. So on the 4 hours time, I had this trend that was formed this way. So to form a trend, you need to mark out the last two lows, okay, before this high was created. That's before this high was created, I marked out this low. Market did not still come back to this low, so this is not valid anymore for now, and it's not doing us any So the new low more like this low, and it is not a line, it's more like a zone line, it's more like a zone. Okay, so this is effect and not cause. I am spotting it out. This is effect and not cause. So for Euro USD, based on the view we have on daily time frame, we expect for this week for the market to come from this level, minimum this level. I want to be using a institutional view more, and also in combination with retail view as well. So with that in mind now, this is looking more like what a supply region will be turned into a demand very soon. So aside from that, let's go back to the daily time frame. Why did I come out with the daily time frame? To spot out the daily demand. Okay, so the daily demand we spot out here is this is the primary daily demand where they have unfulfilled efficiency. Okay, and this is more like a secondary daily demand that also has unfulfilled efficiency. Okay, so with this in mind now, this is where we now have a primary daily supply, and which is our overall target for Euro USD. So I'm expecting structure for this week. I'm expecting more of a corrective structure for this week, because market does not move one direction, it moves in waves. So with this in mind, I'm expecting Euro to come down towards this level for this week. But overall, our target is when it gets towards this level, we start aiming for this primary supply region. Okay, so that's what I have in mind. This is the first view, and the second view is if it breaks this previous week high. Okay, let me give you guys the second view. Was we are reactive and not predictive. The market is reactive and not predictive. So if it breaks this high, we'll be taking this trade instead. Okay, that's for Euro USD on GBP USD. So for GBP USD, this was our forecast last week. This was on Monday. We expect the market to come down minimum towards this level, and that was the market came towards this trend instead. Was held by this trend, created a change of character on Wednesday, and then bought massively. So our strategy is on point. That's why I also marked out this trend on the Euro USD pair, because I realized that the market was able to follow along with this trend on GBP USD. So let us update this chart. So to update this chart on weekly time frame, we mark out the previous week low. This is the previous week high over here, and this is the previous week low over here. Then we go to the time frame on the daily time frame. Daily time frame, we marked this is not valid anymore. That's fulfilled efficient. So literally, based on what I can see, it has fulfilled efficiency at this daily supply zone. At this daily supply zone, it has. Okay, so with this in mind now, it is not valid anymore. So now the primary demand zone I see, this is the primary demand zone I see on the daily time frame. Okay, and the gray zones I see. So let's mark out this our demand zone, the primary one. I just marked it over here. Then I delete this, it's not valid anymore. And I extend this. Great. Then this is now the demand zone. Let me just go down. This supply zone I mean. So now on the 4 hours time, since the market has been creating buy side liquidity, okay, buy liquidity as it was trending to the upside, buy side liquidity as it was trending to the upside. You get the market also left cross. So this is now the new trend we see over here. You see, So this is not just a line, it's more like a zone. Okay, it's not just a line, it's more like a zone. Okay, so exactly the picture GBP USD gave us last week, 10 picture we're expecting on Euro USD this week. So for GBP, no, sorry, I'm not guys. So for GBP USD, my forecast for this week is this: is the market should break this is what Friday low, okay, and give us a retest. We should expect drop towards the previous week low minimum, okay, and if the market persists and holds at this point, holds this trend, we should not expect GPUSD to still go and retest this daily high zone, which is more of like the primary daily supply zone we expect it to get to. Do you understand? So this is for GPUSD as at this point. But first of all, GPUSD is more of you need to wait this break to happen. It's low. This last week Friday low to break and to take this low. At the retest, market will always give you a retest. At the retest, that this sell. Okay, at the retest. What I'm analyzing here is based on effect, not cause. Okay, it's based on effect. This is cause. Okay, this is cause. Okay, but before the market gets to cause, you need to have a trade for the week. So I'm analyzing a trade for you for the week, and it's an effect driven trade that I'm spotting right now. You get the effect and not cause, please. So like I said, the supply zone has food efficiency because that's food efficiency. The primary supply has fulfilled. Why Euro has not fulfilled yet. So we still expect that if this low is taken, we should expect what it holds. If it holds, we can still expect more buys on GP USD. We can still expect based on what I can even see yourself. I can see this is Judas swinger. This is last sell side liquidity that was taken. Like major one, not like it is. This one also was taken. This one also was taken. Also a Judas swing that was taken. But the major one that had a massive low was this. Then this is what the primary change of crowd. If I'm to go deep down based on macro, you get even I am seeing a buy setup for you as I'm talking to you now. You get so based on right now, I can see that there are high chances that GPUs will come towards this level where they have conflict efficiency over here. They also have conflict efficiency over here. They also have under unfulfilled, so this is where I have unfulfilled efficiency over here on GPUSD, and it aligns with the trend. Okay, the trend is never go against the trend. So if you're to align with this trend, this trade is meant to be an easy peasy trade. Okay, and your primary target should be what the daily supply zone. Okay, so we're looking at roughly 50, let's do it 55 pips from that point entry. 55 pips from this point, then your stop loss can be this low. You can give it a comfortable 20 pips stop loss and give the comfortable loss for a 55 pips take profit, which is like 1 is 2.7. Is like 1 is to 2.7. So this I see USD to be honest, because this is possible. This is possible, and this I'm calling a live trade for here now. So if it plays out, it's not going to be like within spot or put it together. You get. So let me adjust this properly to get the great price. That's as price. Okay, so the price is 33733. Oh no, 33732. That's the accurate price. So that's the trade. 1.33732. Okay, so this trade will not be valid anymore. Is when the market now decides to slip lower. Okay, breaks this low. Okay, it's not valid anymore. Then our sell setup we're aiming for will be valid. But right now, this is what I see on GP USD, and this trade can be and can run for today to go and retest this daily high, okay, or even go and test this 4 hours. There's a 4 hour supply zone all the way up here. Yeah, all the way up here. So we're just taking it at 55. But based on how the market moves, we see that it can get to 60. We can adjust to 60 and then take 1:3 risk to reward on this trade. So we just call out this trade for you guys. Let me send to the group. Before that, let's check something. Let's check. Okay, based on the current strength meter, GP is the second strongest currency, followed by Euro. Dollar is a weak currency, but it is the least weak currency, which means it can easily slip into a strong currency. Weakest currency is the. So for today, any fundamental that will drive the dollar, or let's see. Today's analysis is going to be way different than every other week I've ever had. So we want to get in more. We want to be active on this trade. So this is USD that has a news today. Dollar has a news today, and this is the Empire State Manufacturing Index. Okay, actual greater than forecast is good for the currency. So actual to be greater is going to be good for dollar, but it is a medium impact. But tomorrow we have the climate count change for the Great Britain pound in the morning, which is actual less than forecast is good for the currency. Actual less than forecast, and this is the forecast. So climate count change. So this is it. So with this in mind right now, we don't know what it's going to be of this result for dollar by 2:30 p.m. today. But if that news is negative for the dollar, this should reverse the trade and we could easily slip lower. Get easily slip lower. So literally what I think is best is we can place the buy because we are in line trend. We are in line with the trend. We are in line with the trend. Okay, so the trend is your friend. Okay. So since we're in line with the trend, we can take this trade for the buy. Yes, we can take the trade for the buy. And the news turns out negative, although if it turns out positive for dollar, although it's a medium impact, it might not actually affect the market. You get, so you can just hold on to the trade. It could even literally bring liquidity to the market. Well, if the market slips lower, then we'll see more of a sell. So that's what I see for GBP USD. So I'll call out that trade once this live stream's ended. So this is for GPJPY. So for last week, we didn't give any forecast on GPJPY, or did we? I guess we did. If you go and watch it, we said that when the market breaks high, we expect market to we marked out this flick pattern. Once market breaks here, we buy higher, and we were aiming for at least minimum this H4 supply zone. So that was accurate and on point. We started calling out buys on GP from here. If you follow our forecast back to back, we're calling out buys. Why? It's because this was more like a supply zone. We saw when the market broke, that's what area optimization zone. We knew that the market is just going up from there. Together with the weakness in the Japanese yen 2-tick period, it also contributed in giving us more buy power for the Great Britain pound. So let us update this by going up. Also, the institutions are actually selling Japanese yen currently, and they have the highest sell position on Japanese yen currently. So for GPJPY, we marked the previous week high and previous week low. Let's go to the daily time frame. I need to okay, this is alarming. Okay, so this could be testing as a reaffirmation zone. You're not valid for me anymore. Okay. So let's go to 4 hours time frame. On 4 hours time frame, what do I see? I see 4 hours demand zone all over here. The 4 hours demand zone, I see that the market could literally command for full efficiency very soon. Okay, then we mark out this point. Please place your buy limit trade on GPU. Trend is your friend. So this is literally what I see on GPJPY. I still see buys, guys. But I still see buys. Okay, but the only reason why I would not see buys anymore, market breaks below this low. You know that there is a total shift. It will be going down south. Okay, but the buys are minimum. Will just be as in taking little. I will not be aiming to break the previous week high. Okay, so because based on what I can see, this is looking more like this. Okay, this is an ascending triangle, and based on what I can see, it has broken that ascending triangle. Let us mark out the previous high that was taken. This was a high, and the market back down and took it. After taking it, it also came in and took this one. Okay, this buy side equity. Okay, so no. So with this now, what I see for GPG, I see more of a retest. If the market retest, I'm not going for the buys. I'll go for this retest. Once this retest completes, I'll go for the sales get. So this is what I see for the GPY. Okay, so and this sell now, where we can edit it, which it could start by next year. The market could literally range or stack up positions this year. It could start proper by next January. The sales, most Japanese pairs will start proper next year. The sales. Okay, so if we start selling, please get towards this level. Okay, so it's already broke this trend pattern, and this is more like this is a very, very strong supply zone that was created on daily time frame. We looked back, check now. If you look back, this supply zone was created far back, 2024, July 2024. The market broke yet, and it could literally use it as a major level to come and accumulate orders before it continues buying to the upside. You get? So that's literally what I see right now on the to wait for this retest, and then once we see the retest and the pattern gives, okay, we can now go for sell. Then that's it. Then the next is XAUSD gold. XAUSD odds money. So gold literally has been impressive, very, very, very impressive. So this was our forecast. This is our forecast for last week. Yeah, gold was here for last week. We said the market is going to go down at least towards the previous week low or lower towards this trend and buy. So literally gold bought massively. And ever since then, market has been buying. So towards the previous week low on Tuesday, and since then it was buying. But at least we have got to our primary level looking for sell. So from this level now, I know that two things are possible. Let us update this chart and institutions that are fueling these buys on gold. So this is the previous week high over here, and this is just week low. Then we go to the daily time frame. We have already marked it. It's been a long time I marked out the supply zone, and go to the 4 hours time frame. So the 4 hours time frame, my forecast for gold is the market either goes and sells towards this level, a deeper correction, or when you break the supply zone, which some folks think it will, then but we'll have to wait for this break to happen first. So that's what I see for gold mainly. But for me, gold, I started even giving more of a sell entry self. A very solid one. Give that entry by 511. Okay. So I'll be looking at if I see any trade, then I'll call it out for you guys. So let me see. I think we could sell gold though. This was, I love if I had gotten an entry here. This zone. I would love it if I got an entry from this zone. Because this is gold. Please, let's 100 pips stop loss. 100 pips. Then we can aim for like 300 pips or something to 3 is not bad. I don't want to sell. I'm tempted for me to increase the pip 150 pips. And that is 1:2 is what we'll be going for. So yeah, 150 pips, which is previous week high. Our stop loss is above the previous week high. So that's it. So it's more like a trade I see on gold. Selling gold 150 pips, aiming for 300 pips. I'll still send the update on the group chat. Sales on gold 150 pips, because after the markets made this high, it needs to creative, and there's already started giving signs on the 15 minutes time frame and also on the 1 hour time frame. So I take this trade live now on gold. Sell gold. Let me take it on my account. Please apply proper risk management to your risk is 15. You're risking little as 0.01 self. Your risk is about $15. If you're risking 0.1, your risk is $150. If you're risking one standard lot, your risk is $1,500 on this trade. So be aware of your risk. Then if you're comfortable with your risk, you take the trade.
I haven't gotten the figures, and I can't view it from here.
Okay, the figures is sell gold. Okay, let me type it in here for you guys. Sell gold XAUUSD entry is now. Entry is wherever it is now. Then stop loss. Stop loss is 150 pips. Stop loss 150 pips, which is 4355.22. Take profit is 300 pips, which is 431.22. Entry is wherever the market Let me adjust this then. This is the trade. Okay, so lucky you're on the call because it's a good sell. Run throughout today. Okay, so the next on the list is BTC USDT. BTC USDT is the next on the list. Let's go to hours time frame. Okay, so this is our BTC USDT. I already analyzed this pair last week Friday, so I already have a direction, and I guess you guys can see the direction. Let me just off the chart. Okay, and I already sent this. This was a trade I sent to the VIP group. Most of the general group lost the trade on SUN, which is SUN USDT. Okay, I will be sending BTC USDT trade as a makeup trade because I promised everyone a makeup trade. So the conviction level on BTC USDT is very high. So with that in mind, I will be sending this as the trade. So literally on the daily time frame, I have a daily demand over here for BTC USDT. I have a daily demand over here. This region, and this is the validation point. If I go to the 4 hours time frame, on the 4 hours time frame, you can see that it aligns with this 4 hours demand over here. Okay, so what I expect the market to do is to really simplify. I just want the market to come towards. Let me do it this way. Towards this level and buy from here. Come to this level. This is where I'm interested. So the market works with psychological level. So this trade now, I sent it to read. I said everyone should buy at 87,000. Okay, that's the closest psychological level to this region, because this is more like the liquidity zone where every like institutions, like there's something here, it aligns with the daily and the 4 hours. Okay, so once the market taps into it, that's well. So this the closest cycle level within this region I saw, because market work psychological level is 87,000, and also something else I saw is 86,500. That's the two psychological level I saw. It's 6,587. So we don't FOMO and miss out on the trade. That's why I called out. Okay, let us get in at 87 instead. Let us get in at 87. So the stop loss is going to be psychological level 83,300. Okay, and then take profit is going to be psychological level of 94,500. Okay, so that's what I see for BTC USDT. Then we go to the next pair, which is Ethereum USDT. So for Ethereum USDT, this has been our bias for some time. Okay, as at far back December 4th, and we were still expecting the market to come and fulfill this. So, but basically, I can see something else. What am I seeing? I'm seeing this. It's looking like an correction, pause, correction, impulse, correction, forwards, impulse. Wave. And is a friend. Never go against the trend. So let us just remove this diagram that was influencing our viewpoint. And if you look closely, there is let us go with the weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame, let's mark out the previous week high and previous week low. This is the previous week high over here, the previous week low over here. Then we mark out we go to daily time frame. On daily time frame, we mark out a daily demand. So the daily demand that I see currently, let me take this off. That good efficiency is this level over here, which aligns with the previous week low. And since this is a new week, this could be a new week for the market to push even higher. So this is the psychological level, that the validation point. And then we go to the then on 4 hours time frame. What can you see? We see that there is a zone that aligns with that point and everything here. Yeah, so this the market already tapped into this demand zone. It's ETH USDT. Okay, so the market is likely moving to the upside, and if the market should, it has already given us more of a change in trend as at this point. So if you see any little back on Euro or Ethereum USDT, you should go for a buy. Okay, so if you see any little pullback, we will now, because it's going to come. It needs to come, and we'll be waiting for it to happen. Patience. Yes. So this region has not really fulfilled efficiency. We'll be waiting patiently and see how the market reacts when it gets to that point, because it's very important that the market does the needful. Very important, market does the needful. So that's what I see right now for Ethereum. I see more of the market coming level, and we can now aim higher. The level is this for Ethereum USDT. Can place this trade on our MT5 because Ethereum has little volume. BTC, each one, if you put your stop loss between 1,000 and as in 80,000 and 87,000, it is a huge 100 pip. So let's your entry is 87,000, your stop loss is at 86,000. That's 100 pips we get. So that's it. For it is different. It could be lesser. It could be 50 pips. It could be 25 pips for that amount of. So this is what I see mainly for ETH USDT. Okay, the minimum net is going to be. So when the market closes, forex market volume dies off this week, we're switching attention to the crypto market mainly. Okay, the crypto market and the synthetic market. So we already have synthetic group. So if you're interested to learn more about synthetics, just reach out to me. I'll add you to the group, and then by next week we'll lock in. We're locked in. We'll lock in and deposit to our Derive account, which the link is going to be on the description, and you can join us to trade synthetic indices, okay, together with the crypto market. So we keep aiming till the forex market resumes. Okay, so that I see mainly for Ethereum USDT, very clear trade, and something that can actually happen today. So then the next and the last on the list is Solana USDT. Solana USDT. So for USDT, the structure is what? Ranging. Unlike Ethereum, what can you see? Just ranging. Accumulation, and it's at the bottom of this range. It has went and reached the bottom of this range. So the I don't trade range based. If you come to the bottom, I buy you. If you come to the top, I sell you. You know, one side of the range to be broken, either the upside or the downside. So with that in mind, let's just go to the time frame. I'll not be calling out any trades, so you guys should just be aware of that. And on BTC and Ethereum. So literally, I think I would send that Ethereum trade to the general public, but I will not send the BTC trade to the general public. I already sent it to the VIP, so it's going to belong to them. But if anyone in the general public is listening to this audio, because of your hard work, because of your commitment to this video to this point, you just aimed yourself a BTC trade. Congratulations. So that is just what I have to say. And for Solana, the this demand zone still holds because there was this taking. It was not. It was just accumulating, just accumulating. So mainly, I still see Solana has this of going to the downside because of this accumulation. And because accumulation mainly happen, and the market maker can decide where is more liquidity. Is it on the sell side or on the buy side? If you see that it's on the sell side where they'll make more profit, they'll push the market to sell. Get, and then they'll make more profit. If they see that the more do you know, that's why I said when I want to trade accumulation, I wait. Let the market maker take their liquidity first. Let them take their profit first. You get, from traders who have either buy positions or sell positions, and then when they are ready to move, they will move. They will give you sign. They will give you sign. Like let me say, for instance, they take this sell now. When they are ready to move, they can come here and spend 4 to 8 hours here. Price can spend 4 to 8 hours here before it does this. So this game, I have been on a trade in profit. It has run for 2 weeks. I've waited for a trade setup for about 3. When it came, I executed effectively. That event, I waited for that trade 3 weeks. That you have to be in a hurry. You get it. So this is what I see for Solana. Like this one to happen more. Okay. So you see, we already have a target. If the buys come out, we're going to 167. If the sells come out, as easy and simple as that. So if you would like to learn more about trading, you can dive to our website www.energystylelink.com, and that's where you can get the basic education about how to learn the trading of the forex market and crypto market. We're working on our synthetic course December. So working on synthetic course next week of December, that is from 22nd week, recording our synthetic course. We'll keep recording it till January, the second week of January. All those course materials will be uploaded on our back end. Okay, so by next year we'll get the course pre-recorded. Okay, and also I realized that a lot of you guys have been asking for active classes, more like you don't want the courses to be pre-recorded. You want a course that is active, whereby we send the link, you join the link on Google Meet, on Telegram, on Zoom, and you'll be able to learn active source active. So we'll be carrying that out next year. And next year I want to host a very great boot camp. Okay, very great boot camp. Once you log into your platform on Internet Digital Link, this is the dashboard you get. You set our recommended links like HFM broker link, the trading view registration. We analyze the market review, BitGet, which is a crypto exchange, coin market cap, a tool used to trade crypto, then trade, profile account, Babu stock broker. We trade stocks, buy stocks, Nigerian stocks that pay dividends. So mainly bank stocks very, very well that pay dividends. So this is a link that you can use to register. And I will advise, if you're a Nigerian, try as much as possible to start buying stocks to prevent tax. To prevent tax, because just read more about the tax that seems implemented by January. So with that in mind, the academics, this over here is the course content. If you register with us, the course content is going to be on this back end. But you guys say that you want more bootcamp, so I'm planning on hosting a bootcamp. Okay, I will be hosting that bootcamp on February. I will do that on February so that I'll carry everybody along. So that bootcamp, I want it to be multiple courses. It's not just going to be trading. I'll bring in someone that has to do it digital marketing. I'll bring someone graphics. I'll bring someone that has to do it coding. There's 10% type of coding, like coding, programming, crypto blockchains, and so on and so forth. So I'm bringing people that will be able to carry that out for us, this bootcamp, so it will be successful. I want this to be more like an ecosystem. Okay, so this is it. You have a NASDAQ course here already. We have Forex beginner part 1A and for beginner part 1B. So all these jargons I'm talking about, fulfilled efficiency, for daily validation point, and so on and so forth. these are jargons that you need to know what it means. And this pro course, I know 100% this course I'll teach you that you can watch this pro course every single week before you trade. You should understand this. You should understand what I see and why I see and where I. Then this is the crypto course, which will be working on an updated version of this crypto course. Okay, audio, you have audio books and rise and grind. So if you want to try this website out, you don't want to pay. Okay, we have a payment package. You don't want to pay. You can register for and check out the rise and grind and the audio book session. This is where you get the free session. Okay, the free content. But if you want to pay to get access to everything here and also the tools we have here, we have some traders tools like my FS book news, Forex trading news, and so on and so forth, and advanced charts, market cap, coin scanner, everything is here. We'll also be working on our crypto order. We want to add sell crypto order. We have buy crypto order there now. We'll be adding sell crypto order by next year, and we'll be updating that. So we'll also be working to get an automated market maker integrated as well, whereby you don't even need to wait. As soon as you place the buy or sell, it is done and processed in real time. So that's it. So before I wrap up, let us see the signal sent, the two signals I sent, how it's going. So this is the first signal. Oh no, the second says gold, sell gold. Okay, we're still in profit, guys. Remember. Okay. Patience. Place the trade set and forget. So we're in profit. We entered live. Stop loss 150 pips. Take profit is 300 pips. At take profit, if you enter 0.01, you're making what? $30. If you entered with 0.10, you're making $300. If you found out you're making $3,000. Your time here with me, the time of you watching this is what has fully paid off. Okay, so I understand this chart pattern like it's my backhand. So and this is the second one we called out. I've not really gotten to the entry yet. USD. I've not gotten to the entry, so which means that you can still be spending order. So I'll be sending the spending order probably to the general group as today's signal. I think this was not the original signal I wanted to send, but I'll send this as today's signal, and we'll call it a wrap. So thank you so much for watching to this point. I really appreciate it. Please don't forget to like, share, and comment. This is your guidance on Joko, and I wish you profitable trading